Units and measurements. Exercise. Question 1. Choose the correct option. L raised to 1, m raised to 1, t raised to minus 2 is the dimension formula for. Now, let us write the dimensions. L raised to 1, m raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. Let's identify and write the SI units for the respective quantities. L stands for length. SI unit for length is meter. M stands for mass, kilogram. And t raised to minus 2 is time raised to 2 in the denominator, that is second square. So this is equal to kilogram meter per second square. Now we know meter per second square is acceleration and kilogram is mass. So this is mass multiplied by acceleration. Now mass multiplied acceleration is force. F is equal to m into a, and therefore the correct option is force. So these are the dimensions for force. MCQ number 2. Error in the measurement of sides of a rectangle is 1%. Then find the error in the measurement of area. Now sides are length and breadth for a rectangle. Therefore area of rectangle is equal to length multiplied by breadth. Now from the function for error in terms of product, we know that the relative error in the measurement of area, delta A upon A, is equal to relative error in the measurement of length plus relative error in the measurement of breadth. Now multiply by 100 and we get percentage error. And so we get delta A upon A into 100 is equal to delta L upon L into 100 plus delta B upon B into 100. Now it is given that percentage error in the measurement of sides are 1%. So this is 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2%. And therefore percentage error in the measurement of area is 2%. And so the correct option is option C. Light year is the unit of distance, and 1 light year is equal to distance travelled by light in 1 year. Now we know that distance is equal to velocity multiplied by time. And therefore speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8 multiplied by time. Time 1 year. In a year there are 365 days. In 1 day there are 24 hours, and in 1 hour there are 3600 seconds. So these are seconds and this is in meter per second. If we calculate this, then we get that 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 raised to 15 meter, and therefore the correct option is distance. MCQ number 4. Dimensions of kinetic energy are the same as that of. Now always remember that all kind of energies have same dimension, that is the dimensions of kinetic energy are equal to dimensions of potential energy, that is equal to dimensions of work. Work is also a form of energy. And remember, one more quantity is there which has dimensions same as that of kinetic energy, potential energy and work, and that quantity is torque. Now I'll explain this. Now what is the formula for work? Force multiplied by distance, and the formula for torque is force multiplied by moment arm. There is a difference between the physical term moment arm and distance, but remember at the end both are length. So work is force into length and torque is also force into length. So these all have same dimensions, and their dimensions are equal to L raised to 2, m raised to 1 and t raised to minus 2. MCQ number 5. Which of the following is not a fundamental unit? Option A, centimeter. Centimeter is the unit of length, which is a fundamental quantity. B, kilogram, which is the unit of mass, a fundamental quantity. Centigrade is the unit of temperature, again a fundamental quantity. And volt is the potential difference of terminal. And volt is the unit of potential difference, V, and therefore D is not a fundamental quantity. So V is given by V is equal to I into R. So volt is equal to ampere, unit of current, multiplied by ohm. So here ampere, that is current, is a fundamental quantity. Volt is not a fundamental quantity. So the correct option is D. 1. Star A is farther than star B. Which star will have large parallax angle? Consider two stars A and B and let PQ be the 2 points on Earth's surface. Now let us join star A and star B from Earth's surface. From this diagram it is very clear that theta 1 is greater than theta 2. Therefore we can say that parallax angle theta is inversely proportional to distance from Earth. So closer the star, greater is the angle, and farther the star, smaller is the angle. So it is very clear over here is that star B has large parallax angle. Star B has large parallax angle. Okay. Question 2. What are the dimensions of the quantity L under root L upon G? L being length and G the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, now let us try to find the dimensions of L under root of L divided by G. That is equal to, now L being length, dimensions are L raised to 1. Root can be written as raised to half. So inside the bracket it is L upon G. So L dimension L raised to 1. G acceleration. Now we know the dimensions for acceleration. L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2 raised to half. This LL gets cancelled. That is equal to L raised to 1. Now you shift this T raised to minus 2 from denominator to numerator. It will be T raised to 2 now raised to half. Now this 2 and half are power of power. So multiply them. 2 into half is 1. And so we get L raised to 1, T raised to 1 as the final answer. And so these are the dimensions of the quantity L under root L upon G. Next question. Derive the expression for or formula for kinetic energy of a particle having mass m. So mass of the particle is m and velocity v using dimensional analysis. Let us consider that kinetic energy is proportional to mass raised to a and velocity raised to b, where a and b are constants. Now converting this proportionality into equality, we get kinetic energy is equal to a constant of proportionality into m raised to a and v raised to b. Now let us write the dimensions of kinetic energy. Now dimensions of kinetic energy are same as that of work, potential energy and torque. We already discussed this. So the dimensions are L raised to 2, m raised to and T raised to minus 2. So the dimensions of kinetic energy are L raised to 2, m raised to 1 and T raised to minus 2. That is equal to K into m raised to a, m mass. So mass dimensions are m raised to 1 raised to a, v velocity dimensions are L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. Meter per second is the unit of velocity. Therefore we get L raised to 2, m raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. That is equal to K into m raised to 1 raised to a, power of power, so multiplication of powers, m raised to 1 into a, m raised to a. Next, L raised to 1 raised to b, L raised to b, T raised to minus 1 raised to b, T raised to minus b. Now, for validity of the equation, dimensions on left hand side must be equal to dimensions on right hand side. So we get L raised to 2 is equal to L raised to b, and comparing the indices we get b is equal to 2. Now let us try to find the value of a. Now let us equate m raised to 1 is equal to m raised to a, and therefore we get a equal to 1. Let us substitute this in the equation for kinetic energy. Let us say this to be equation number 1. Let us substitute these values over here in equation 1, and therefore we get kinetic energy is equal to K into m raised to 1 and v raised to 2. So kinetic energy equal to K mv square. Now using dimensional analysis, we cannot find the value of constant over here, but since we knew the value of the constant, we will write the formula as kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Final expression for kinetic energy. Question number 3. Solve the numerical example. The masses of two bodies are measured to be 15.7 plus or minus 0.2 kg and 27.3 plus or minus 0.3 kg. What is the total mass of the two and the error in it? Let m1 and m2 be the masses of two bodies. Therefore, it is given that m1 is equal to 15.7 kg and absolute error in the measurement of m1, delta m1 is equal to 0.2 kg. Now the mass of second body m2 is equal to 27.3 kg and error in the measurement of mass of second body delta m2 is equal to 0.3 kg. Now we need to find the total mass. Therefore total mass is equal to, total mass is equal to m1 plus m2, that is equal to 15.7 plus 27.3, that is equal to 43 kg. So this is the total mass of the two bodies, 43 kg. And now error in the total mass. Therefore error in total mass is equal to delta m1 plus delta m2, that is equal to 0.2 plus 0.3, that is equal to 0.5 is the total error. Of course, error is also in kilogram. And we write the final error as plus or minus. The distance traveled by an object in time 100 plus or minus 1 second is 5.2 plus or minus 0.1 meter. What is its speed and its relative error? Now let us write down data. It is given that the time t is equal to 100 second and absolute error in the measurement of time delta t is equal to 1 second. Similarly, distance is also given, x is equal to 5.2 meter and absolute error in the measurement of distance is also given 0.1 meter. Now first calculate velocity or speed. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So speed v is equal to distance divided by time. Now distance traveled is 5.2 and time is 100 second, and therefore we get speed is equal to 0.052 meter per second. Now we will calculate relative error in the measurement of speed. Now speed v is the division of two quantities, distance and time, so distance upon time, and therefore we get relative error in the measurement of speed is equal to the algebraic sum of relative error in the measurement of distance plus relative error in the measurement of time. Now we have got the values delta x is 0.1 upon 5.2 plus delta t 1 divided by t 100, of course plus or minus, that is equal to plus or minus 0.01923 plus or minus 0.01, and therefore finally we get relative error in the measurement of speed is equal to plus or minus 0.02923. An electron with charge E enters a uniform magnetic field B bar with a velocity V bar. The velocity is perpendicular to the magnetic field. The force on the charge E is given by F bar. Magnitude of F bar is equal to BeV. B magnetic induction, E charge, and V velocity. Then find the dimensions of B bar. Now first we'll do what? We'll write the definition of current. Current is defined as rate of change of charge per unit time. That is I equal to E upon T. Therefore we can write E equal to I into T, and therefore the dimensions of charge are current raised to 1, I raised to 1 and t raised to 1, time raised to 1. Now let us write down the formula. F is equal to B into E into V. Therefore, now let us write down the dimensions of force. Dimensions of force are L raised to 1, M raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. That is equal to dimensions of B, magnetic induction, into dimensions of charge. Dimensions of charge are I raised to 1 into T raised to 1 into dimensions of velocity. Dimensions of velocity meter per second, L raised to 1 per second, T raised to minus 1. Therefore, now let us cancel the common dimensions. L raised to 1 on left hand side gets cancelled with L raised to 1 on right hand side. Now next, T raised to 1 into T raised to minus 1. 1 minus 1 0, so T raised to 0 is 1. So we are left with now M raised to 1, T raised to minus 2 on left hand side. That is equal to dimensions of B into I raised to 1 on right hand side. Now shift I raised to 1 to the left hand side, it will go to the denominator, and while appearing to the numerator, its index will change by sign. And so we get M raised to 1, T raised to minus 2, I raised to minus 1. That is equal to dimensions of B. Now let us write it one more time finally. And therefore we get dimensions of magnetic induction B is equal to no length, so we'll write L raised to 0, M raised to 1, T raised to minus 2 and current I raised to minus 1. A large ball 2 meter in radius is made up of rope of square cross section with edge length 4 mm. Neglecting the air gaps in the ball, what is the total length of the rope to the nearest order of magnitude? Now a rope like this having edge length 4 mm is made to wound a ball like this shown in the adjacent figure. Now when the ball is made up of this rope and air gaps to be neglected, then total volume of rope inside this ball is equal to volume of the ball. Okay, so now we can write that therefore volume of rope used is equal to volume of the ball. Now the rope being in square cross section form, we can write down the volume of rope is equal to total length L. So that is total length multiplied by area of cross section, that is equal to volume of the ball. Now ball is spherical in shape, so volume can be written as 4 by 3 pi into r cube. Therefore let L be the total length required. Area of cross section is edge length square, which is 4 mm into meter. It can be written as 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 square. That is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into r square. Now r, radius of the ball is given 2 meter. Radius of the ball is. So 4 by 3 pi into 2 square. Now there is one correction over here. It is 4 by 3 pi r cube and not r square. So this is 4 by 3 pi r cube volume. And therefore we can write, therefore L into 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 square. Now 4 square is 16 and 10 raised to minus 3 square is 10 raised to minus 6. That is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into 2 cube. 2 cube is 8. Now next step is, therefore we can write this 8 to the 16 and 2 to the 4. So we get L is equal to 2 into pi, which is 3.142 divided by 3 multiplied by, shift this 10 raised to minus 6 to right hand side, so it will go to the denominator, divided by 10 raised to minus 6. Therefore we get L is equal to, multiply 3.142 by this 2 and we get that as 4826, 6.284 into, shift this 10 raised to minus 6 from denominator to numerator, and so its power will become plus positive 10 raised to 6 divided by 3. Now divide 6.284 by 3 and so you get L is equal to 3 to the 6.0, 3 9 the 27, then 3 4 the 12. Now enough, we have got 4 digits, 2.094. multiplied by 10 raised to 6 meter. So is this in the form of order of magnitude? Yes, it's a number and power of 10, and this number is between 0.5 and 5. 0.5 is less than 2.094, which is less than 5, and therefore we can say that this is the correct answer of length required to wound the ball of rope, and the length is 2.094 into 10 raised to 6 meter. In terms of order of magnitude only, we can write the length as length is equal to approximately equal to 10 raised to 6 meter. If you need to convert this into kilometer, 10 raised to 3 meter is equal to 1 kilometer, and so this can be written as 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to 3 meter. So 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to 3 base, same addition of indices, it becomes 10 raised to 3 plus 3, 6 only. But this 10 raised to 3 meter can be written as kilometer, and so in terms of kilometer it is 10 raised to 3 kilometer. So in terms of meter, the order of magnitude is 10 raised to 6 meter, and in terms of kilometer it is 10 raised to 3 kilometer. Nuclear radius, capital R, has a dependence on the mass number A, as R is equal to 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 16 A raised to 1 upon 3 meter. For a nucleus of mass number A equal to 125, obtain the order of magnitude of R expressed in meter. R is equal to 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 16 A raised to 1 upon 3 meter. Now it is given that A equal to 125. Let us substitute the value of A equal to 125. So 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 16 into A, 125 raised to 1 upon 3. Now 125 raised to 1 upon 3 can be written as 5 raised to 3. Now 5 raised to 3, 5 into 5 into 5. Let us do it. 5 into 5 into 5. 5 5 the 25, and 25 5 the 125. So it's correct. Power of power, multiplication of power. So 3 into 1 upon 3 is equal to 1. So we get that equal to 5. Let us substitute it over here, and so we get 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 16 into 5. Now 5 into 1.3. 13 5 the 65, but it is 1.3, so 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 16. Now let us express this in terms of order of magnitude. For order of magnitude, we need this number between 0.5 and 5, but it is 6.5 greater than 5. So let us write this as 0.65 into 10 into 10 raised to minus 16. Now see this, 0.65 into 10 is 6.5 only. Now we have written this in this fashion because we want a number between 0.5 to 5. Now 0.65 is greater than 0.5 and less than 5. So it fits in the format of order of magnitude, and so we get that is equal to 0.65 into 10 raised to, now when there is no power, the power is actually 1. So 10 raised to 1 into 10 raised to minus 16 base, same addition of indices, 10 raised to minus 16 plus 1 minus 15. And therefore, so in terms of meter, of course, this is the radius, and therefore the order of magnitude is 15 over here. And so the order of magnitude is minus 15 over here.